Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Robert Antonin? What's going
What it
on?
do, boo?
It's Thursday.
Oh man, I love that intro song. You know, it
It's
is
pretty dope.
it is just food for my soul.
Yeah, it is. It's soul food. So
Man,
what's going on with you, Rob?
I don't
I,
know. I
I
mean,
see.
I'm trying to just stay abreast of all the activities that are happening. You know, I know you got something for us to talk about tonight.
What the first thing I want to know is it cold in DC?
No, actually, it was kind of brutal today. It was about 60 something. The
Okay.
sun was out, and
So I'm just trying to figure out what the hell going on with your head.
oh, what's wrong with my head?
What's on your head?
Oh, you peeped the crown on there.
Is that what what are
Yeah,
you doing?
I figure if some people can come on live with a crown on their head, I can put a crown on my head too.
Something is wrong with you. You are clearly a little touched. For
Listen,
real.
listen, I know you're not gonna disrespect the crown, homie. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, you are weird.
I
All
know you're
right,
not gonna
listen,
disrespect the
listen, folks is coming in. I think we got thousands online today. Everybody want to talk about this Derrick Jaxn. Everybody want to hear about. So I want to let you know if this is your first time tuning in, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. We love to talk back to you. We love to talk black to you. We love to engage with you. So we want to hear what you got to say. We want to hear your opinions. This is live, and we want to talk to you. Right, Robert Antonin?
Absolutely.
Yes.
For those of you who are coming in, let me just jump on it and let me drive a little bit. We know that you're coming in from all around the world, but I just feel like for you to shout yourself out. What city you from? What state? We want to know if you're watching from London. I think last time we had some folks on from London, right? From
Yeah, South
Australia.
Africa. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I'm really, really interested to see who's popping on from what portion of the continents.
He don't
Mr.
look funny. He
Rob.
look crazy, Felicia. He don't look funny. He look
Hey, look here.
crazy.
I know you're not going to talk about this crown. You
What the
understand?
hell are you doing, homie?
I'm standing firm on my square.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
right. Keisha Dardell, DC, Kia Ray in the building, Milwaukee. Woo!
What's up,
Is it cold up
Milwaukee?
there?
Hey, Don in New Jersey. What's happening, lady? What's happening, sis? How you doing out there in New Jersey? Kia. Oh, Kia's over there in your way in DC, Rob.
Absolutely. DMV, stand up.
Yeah. What's up, Veronica? Libra Sunshine, Tarot, SMA, the Encourager. What's happening?
Cleveland.
Tylene from Cleveland. What's going on? Nicole from Brooklyn. How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up, Kimberly from Tennessee? What's happening? Yes. Oh, they coming in. They come. Oh, we got somebody from Canada. See, this is the first time I've seen that we had somebody from Canada. Because we have
Alberta.
well, somebody said Calgary too. Yeah. So people are from all over the world. Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia. We have them on all the continents. What are the 5 continents? Africa, Asia,
5
Australia.
continents, baby. It's more like 7.
7. See, I ain't been in school. You know, I got a PhD, right?
Public
high school diploma. Yes. So, I am not the sharpest tool in the shelf. Okay.
Well, you are. Yeah, you know what? God loves you, and I love you too.
But listen, guys, wherever you are chiming in from, whatever
in the building.
What's up, expert experienced? Thank you. Whatever platform you're on, if you're on YouTube, make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you also come over to Facebook and subscribe to Fly Nubian Queen on Facebook and on YouTube. Also, please subscribe to Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter on YouTube and on Facebook. And then go over there to IG, Rob. Is it IG? And follow me on IG. I am Constance Carter. I want y'all to follow me. Where you at, Rob? How can they find you?
Well, Niyama just gave you a geography lesson, told you 7
Thank you, Nee.
around the whole wide world.
I told you, Nee. I told you I wasn't the smartest tool on the shelf. I'm sorry, I got a PhD.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if this is your first time, please don't let it be your last time. Look for your boy, Robert Antonin. I am Robert Antonin on Instagram. If you find me on Facebook, I am Robert Antonin. If you're looking for me on LinkedIn, I am Robert Antonin. And even on Clubhouse, I am Robert
Antonin. Wait. Somebody from Uganda I want to show you K Onde some love from Uganda. She likes my flow. No, that is not. No. She says she likes my rap. You like my there's some folks.
And 2, I got you. Let's not do that.
Please, can I show my rap real quick?
Oh, come on, man. Let's get into this conversation.
Oh my God, you're such a hater. Okay.
Inbox K on D.
I don't like you. Okay, Rob. So there's been some tea We ain't late. We are not late. We've been talking about this for a couple of days, Rob. And I know you probably, I think when this first all broke, most brothers didn't even know who this brother was. And I think you were one of them, right? You didn't even know who.
Yeah, because he spelled his name funny. I mean, Jaxn. I thought people were misspelling it when I saw it on social media. But I'm going to steal a page from my boy, Charlemagne the God. Say, I'm glad you misspelled your name because you might be mistaken with Samuel L. Jackson, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson. So you going on and spell your name funny, brother.
That was
what are we
talking
about tonight?
We talking about Mr. Derrick Jaxn. And most men, you know, when I looked at my timeline, most men didn't know who he was, but a lot of women, I've seen a lot of Derrick Jaxn videos shared. I've seen a lot of people, I know people personally who've gone to his retreats, his boot camps and things like that, trying to get their love life together. And this brother, if you've been hiding under a rock, this brother is the supposedly relationship guru. He has like a few million followers. He's made millions of dollars. Some would say bashing brothers. Some would say uplifting sisters, but you know, and anytime he always has something to say about everybody. He has something to say about your boy John Gray. He had something to say about everybody. Like he would find videos on the internet and he would have something to say about them. And lo and behold, this dude was smashing and dashing the entire time that he was married and given this advice. So, you know, is it hypocritical? I think he's a narcissist. And I'm going to tell you why in a little bit, but I want to get your opinion, Rob, on what do you take on this brother?
So there's so much to say, but I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time talking about this buster because, you know, we have to be really careful about who we lift up as heroes. You know, as a society, we want to have that perfect one. And the only perfect one I know was Jesus. And if he come back again, we probably wouldn't recognize him because he wouldn't be on social media. He wouldn't be on Instagram, and he's so enough wouldn't be on IG Live doing what Derrick did. You know, it's unfortunate that the words that he spoke, he was not able to live by. But, you know, he's being labeled for what he is, a hypocrite. And that's why, you know, when you stand on the soapbox and you go hard for a particular subject matter, your stuff got to be right. Mm-hmm. Because when people just expose you for the fraud that you are, like, sit down.
Yeah.
It's your ass down.
Yeah. And somebody I think posted in the chat that men already knew who he was. I don't know if men knew who he was. Men were just mad because they felt like he was bashing men. You could, if you look at him, you could smell fraud. But you know what really, like, okay, it's one thing for you to cheat. Hey, there's nobody that's perfect. Okay. It's a whole nother thing though, when he came back and did a reaction video to the video that he did with his wife. First of all, so let's just look at him and his wife, how his wife was looking, right? You know, she got a bonnet on. They look very uncomfortable. He was gripping, he had the python grip on her hand. First of all, that first. But then the next day after he releases the video, Robert, he comes out with another video. And the video, he's talking in third person, like a true narcissist. So he's not even taking accountability. I don't know. Has anybody seen this video?
No, I haven't seen it. You know, I really don't have much to. I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Well, let me show you the video because I want you to see this video and I want everybody to see this video because it really shed up like a huge spotlight on his brother's problem. He has a serious condition, right? He's a narcissist. So check it out.
So when I looked in the comments of this video, I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said, D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So let's do it. And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say. Now, upon first impression, nothing really stuck out to me about him, but more so about the wife. Like, I heard her say that she stands with her husband. She's proud to love him. I heard her say that, you know, this is some time ago. They've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just by her body language, I was really wondering, like, did he force her to do this video? She looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be there. But then I watched their live chat that they did right afterwards, and I kind of caught that this is just a part of her personality, so that kind of explains somewhat of her demeanor. She clearly has a mind of her own if you saw the live chat too, and she said that the live chat even was her idea. So with that, cool. She wants to stand by her husband. She feels like he's worth it. She has that right. Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, they broken home and the goldfish died and they never seen a marriage and all that. He didn't do that. He just took accountability. Regardless, whether you like him, love him, or hate him, I think this is a great example as to why we don't need to be putting anybody on the pedestal. Nobody. And I think a lot of women did that. And I'm not even going to say it's the women's fault by themselves, because this dude, he never really showed his struggle. We understand, we're all humans and we all make mistakes, but he never showed those mistakes, not for real. I think he wrote about it or something like that, but he never showed that side. So it's not really all on the women, but I've seen a lot of women put this dude on the pedestal to the point of idealizing him and even comparing their man to him.
Okay. Let's unpack that.
He needs to be in the barbershop. You know what? A joker like that needs to be in the barbershop with all the bros to tell him how big of a clown he look like, right? And I get what he's doing. He's looking to reposition himself, rebrand himself, repackage himself, because who in the hell will come and talk about themselves in third person? Genius! But sit down there. Sit your ass down, as a matter of fact, as my mama would say. You better sit your ass down.
Rob, this man said he talked about himself in third person, and did he blame the women for putting him on a pedestal?
Yeah, you don't know.
No accountability. This fool took no accountability. Absolutely no accountability. He came. Now this man has smashed on other brothers. No mercy. Talked bad about him. Celebrities, whoever, let they slips hang. He went in on them. But then when it came to him, he blamed the women for putting him and idolizing him, putting him on a pedestal. Yeah,
it's y'all fault. It's all y'all fault.
That's what that right there. Okay, one thing, you cheat, whatever, but that he should be canceled. Cancel his ass.
Well, see, here's the thing about it. So it's like when the news media tries to, who's going to be the next Black spokesman to speak for all Black people? You ain't gonna find that man. You're not gonna find that woman, because there's no one Black person that speaks for all Blacks. Just like there's no one white person who can speak for all whites. So this joker right here, you know what's bad? When you start talking and outing other dudes, like a real man will never out another dude. I might not even like this joker, but if his wife asks me, is he cheating? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm not going to put anybody on Front Street, because karma is and it will come back to bite you when you're out there doing wrong.
Wait a minute. So Rob, you said if the wife asks you if he's cheating, even if you know, it's that code.
I was in the bed next to him.
You ain't breaking code?
What? Me?
Men ain't breaking code.
Oh, Dave? Nah. You know what? Here's what happened. Here's probably what happened. He had a rare skin condition, right? So the little circular thing on his neck, he was scratching it. I saw him scratching it. Nah, hell no.
That's the thing about men. I hate men. That's the reason why I hate men. But I want to go back to some of these comments, because look at what Niyama said. This Derrick Jaxn scandal is a blessing, because now more people will go and study all about narcissist abuse and learn what it looks like. This is narcissism in living color. It is narcissism in living color. That gaslighting, that was a textbook case of gaslighting. Him avoiding blame, blaming others, not admitting blame. Yes, we're still talking about this. Let us talk about this in peace. He's wrong for what he did to that woman. He is a hypocrite and he hurt his queen. Yes. Yeah, dangerous. So run late. Beat you half to death and say Derrick, the third person, did it not. He will beat your ass and say, it wasn't me, it was Derrick, the third person.
Yeah. I think you sent me a video of the missus. She came on again with another video, like was even more deranged, slightly psycho.
Y'all want to see that?
Sis, please, hey, come here. Let me holler at you for a second.
Okay, you got, okay.
You sit down too.
Okay.
Over there, go sit in the corner. Don't come back here until I call for you.
So did y'all see Danae? Did y'all see Polo Danae's video? Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Came here in my battle suit. I came here on the battleground covered in the blood of Jesus. I received the anointing of the warrior, and I spilled the blood of the enemy. You see a bonnet, I see the helmet of salvation. You see an army green shirt, I see the breastplate of righteousness. I see the belt of truth, the sandals of peace, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and the shield of faith. And I've come to the battleground covered in the blood of Jesus to proclaim victory over sin.
See, what you're not going to do is use the Lord's name in vain. I hate when people start quoting scriptures to talk about their sin. They talk about David. I mean, sit down. Like,
wait a minute. First, I need to address a couple of things. I need to address the army fatigues.
No. Let's talk about the bonnet and salute, Queen. I love it.
I want. Lois said weirdos. I need to address the army fatigues because she came for battle, you guys. She came to battle y'all. She came to battle you guys, you judgers, and she came to battle Satan. So she had her. You say this is a bonnet. I say it's a. What'd she say? An armor of shield. What was it?
A whole armor of God.
Yeah.
God.
You say this is army fatigues. I say it's the battle plate.
No, it's breastplate of righteousness.
The breastplate of righteousness. Now, so did that make you think any differently? Did anybody in the chat and that's watching, did that make you feel any differently about Derrick Jaxn? Should he have cheated since his wife is a weirdo, or is he still a narcissist, or maybe he just drove her crazy? Is she crazy? What is it?
If her ass ain't crazy, she gonna be crazy, because when she gets to the hair salon, the sister's gonna get in that ass like, baby girl, what in the hell was you on TV talking about? You sound like a fool, girl. You making all us look bad. But real quick, reset the room. If y'all are watching this video, share this out. Let them know that somebody's got some opinions about your boy Derrick Jaxn talking in third person, and then wifey came on looking even more ridiculous than the first time. And you know what? I hate to talk about black folks. I love to love on black folks in public as much as possible. If there's anything positive, I'm all about it. I want to shout it out. I want to broadcast it so that the world can see the black excellence that's happening. But this foolishness here that this joker talking about, man.
Robert. So when she came on before, everybody thought she had a bonnet on. And everybody was like, well, why? He must have just forced her to come out there. And then she comes out the next day with her helmet of salvation. Is that what y'all said it was? Or her helmet of salvation? So she came out there purposely the first time like that. It wasn't like she was just about to go to bed. He was like, baby, come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're going to have to do this. We got to save my brand. So she's actually kind of a weirdo like this. And somebody said she suffers from Stockholm syndrome. Somebody said she's been brainwashed. I mean, there's just a lot of conversation around there. Yeah. Oh, okay. So a couple months ago, we had Daphne on our other show called Conversation Starters. Daphne Springs, your girl, Rob.
Oh, that's my boo thing. Yeah, love her. Very talented young lady. Yeah,
I don't know if you follow Daphne Springs, but she does like a lot of skits and parody on Instagram, on Facebook. She has a few million followers. She was on our other show. And she even did you see her little sketch that she did?
Mm-mm.
This is just a little snippet. It was super funny though.
Thank y'all for listening to Derrick Jaxn.
Baby, can I take the bonnet off?
No, hell no. I need more reasons to cheat. Leave that on.
So I got one thing to say.
What?
I got one thing to say.
What?
I don't condone cheating, but I saw a couple of little baddies he had in rotation. It was kind of nice.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this, brothers. So you don't condone cheating, however, ... however, because the lady that he cheated with, I mean, what he deserves a pass? What are you saying?
I'm saying that my comment again, Constance Carter, was they were attractive. So you know, I mean, when you look at old girl with her,
You mean what?
her breastplate of righteousness and her armor on. I mean, if you like that in public, like I can only imagine what the bedroom attire looked like. She probably got holes in her boxes, and she probably got the Wizard of Oz is
No, don't get distracted, homie. I want to hear what you got to say, because what you're saying makes absolutely no sense.
So you gonna scream on me? I said what I said.
No,
the girls look good. I mean, the young ladies that he had indiscretions with, I mean, they were eye candy, and you know, so you know my philosophy, right? Okay, so if you are a 5, you should probably cheat with 5s or higher. If you are a 7 and you get caught cheating with a 5 and below, like that's a flag on the play, a violation. If you're gonna cheat up, right? So old girl, I mean, I hate the, what's her name again? What's his wife's name? Danae. Let's start with anyway. The name is cute, Danae. But if he was with a 10 or a 9 or 8, you know.
No. Halle Berry got cheated on. Beyonce got cheated on. It don't matter how you look, Robert. You don't.
I heard Halle Berry was crazy.
It doesn't matter how you look, Robert. If you are in a committed relationship and you are out there touting what to do, how to be a real man, how to be a good man, there is no excuse. I don't care if she looked like Whoopi from when she was on The Color Purple. I don't care if she looked like Whoopi on the bottom of my shoe.
I think Whoopi is cute.
I don't care what she looked like. He had no reason. There was no excuse. He gets no pass for cheating. So I'm not
giving him a pass for cheating. I'm just saying that the shorties that he got with, they were nice.
So you're just making a comment?
Yeah, I did that.
Such a man comment.
Listen, just for the fact, let me explain something to you all. As a fun fact for free, butter pecan ice cream is delicious. It's the best ice cream in the entire world. Y'all gonna get mad at me for sharing this information with you? I'm putting y'all up on game. Somebody drop a bomb on butter pecan ice cream for the summer and spring.
Y'all see how Rob just changed the subject? Y'all see how Rob just changed the subject? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Ashley Lynn said that they were fine. Ashley Lynn is a female. She said they were fine.
She said his wife was fine too.
No. She said the chicks were.
I agree with Courtney.
Courtney. That wasn't a good look.
You clearly heard when she was speaking, there was like a child running in the back. So she's a mother. She's probably a new mother.
You remember that movie Get Out?
Yeah.
She was in the sunken place.
That's what a lot of people said. A lot of people said that she was probably abused, like he mentally beat her down. A lot of people said that she was in a sunken place. A lot of people said that. And that very well may be true. But the bottom line is, you know, brothers like this, and I don't want to bring like the church into it. I don't want to bring religion into it because I'm a believer. I love God. However, this is such a common thing when you have people who have titles or people that people look up to. It's a lot of narcissists that are in those leadership positions because they thrive on all of the attention. And this guy, he's good with the nouns and the verbs. He got a great.
Hold on. Time out. Let me address Cherie Mock. She say he telling you that black men will not pass up on a woman who's thick and fine. Period. Wrong. So let me just take a page from old boy. I'm not saying that all men cheat. And I'm not saying that you can't look. Once you go into the candy store, you might be a Snicker kind of guy, but every now and again, the Reese's Pieces might look good to you, or Twizzlers. Don't mean you need to take it home and buy it, but you could always look. What you got to say about that?
That has absolutely nothing
to do. Watcher, no problem.
What?
Huh? You heard me.
Oh, don't try to deflect on me.
Yeah.
Don't try to deflect.
Walking with you is just like a whole hazard.
What do you mean?
You're very observant. Okay. You tell me about one more joker.
Whatever, Rob.
Okay.
That is so.
Yeah, all right. I mean, so if we really want to go there, we can.
Hey, look at you. See how he's trying to listen, y'all. You see how this brother's trying to deflect from the fact that he said some BS.
Constance, brother Rob is a good guy, and I suggest
you are
that you continue to listen to what he has to share with you. He can only enlighten you and add value to your
Rob, you be on that.
relationship
Nah,
journey.
you be on that double standard, BS type stuff. See, Rob is the same guy who will say that, if he could get somebody's phone number and it's not cheating, but if his wife gets somebody's phone number after he picks her up off the ground from backhanding her, then he'll say, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry." This is the same brother that says some BS like that.
You saw that video I sent to you, right?
What video?
Yeah.
I think that's what you would do.
So give me on that back. I wish you had that video to show.
I could find it. So it was
fire.
So it was okay. I'm gonna find it, but in the meantime, go ahead and
see if you can find it. So if you're watching in the feed, for those of you who have just joined in, thank you, Wizard of Oz. Thank you for all the people who are making comments in the feed, because your opinion matters. Your contribution to this particular platform is very, very necessary, because some of y'all I agree with, and some of y'all I absolutely wholeheartedly do not agree with. But the fact of the matter is that Derrick Jaxn needs to sit his ass down. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. But wifey, that's not a great representation, not even for the marriage, but just for herself as a queen. Like, I want to see you exude something that's more positive than some silliness and some gibberish that she was talking about. She's wearing the breastplate of honor and blah, blah, blah. I want to see her stand up and be strong if she is going to say anything. The best thing that both of them can do is just like say nothing, like let this die down and come back.
That's what they should have done. So this dude, really, he needs a publicist. He needs a publicist. He needs Olivia Pope, because what he did was absolutely not the right thing to do. Like, first of all, doing all that stuff, first cheating, admitting it, that was bad. But then to come back, talking third person, not taking the accountability, blame women for putting him on a pedestal. Come on, son. Are you serious right now? Hell no. Absolutely not.
Actually, Constance, I think what he did was genius. It was absolutely genius.
No, he looked like
a video. Because see, here's what's going to happen. Who is Derrick Jaxn? There is so much buzz about him right now that he's going to sell more books. The next time he steps,
he ain't selling no more books. He ain't selling more books.
I promise you, he's selling books right now. Right now, he's selling books.
Nah, ain't nobody effing with Derrick Jaxn right now.
I promise you.
The cancel culture is real. Listen. Our friend, she's our friend now, right? Chrisette Michelle. Like, we're friends now. We interviewed her a few months ago. We went and seen her a couple months ago. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
People name drop. I can't stand that.
Shut up. I'm proving a point, Rob.
Well, I know Obama. How about that?
Okay, the point is, Rob, she went and against everybody's wishes and performed at the White House 4 years ago. What happened? Her record sales went down. She couldn't get nobody to come to her concerts. She lost credibility. She lost her fame. She lost a lot of money. So the cancel culture is very real. And when she was getting ready to be on our show and I was promoting it, people was like, I still ain't effing with Chrisette Michelle. I was like, are you serious right now? It's been 4 years. Like, can the lady live? But that's how this culture is. So I don't think his book sales are going to go up. And on the contrary, I think it's going to go down.
Constance, listen, whenever I clap my hands, listen, that boy's followers are increasing every single minute. The more we mention his name, somebody is going to his page and buying his product.
I don't think they're buying his merch.
The next time he goes live, people will be on that live. The next time he goes on stage, people will be in the seats watching. The next time he comes on TV for an interview, eyes will be on the television watching.
He ain't selling merch.
I'm telling you right now.
He ain't selling merch.
More books. He probably has sold more books in the past 4 days than he did in any other time in his career.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Well, so Rob, so about 6 o'clock this morning, Rob is not talking facts. Rob sends me this video. You want me to show it, Rob? You ready?
No, I'm just saying that some men need to, hold women accountable, because you always beat me up about the guys cheating and stuff. But this should be entertaining.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, what you doing? What the fuck you doing? What the fuck are you doing here with him, man? What are you saying? What you mean when I said what the fuck are you doing doing here?
Yo, come down.
Ain't no calm down, man. What the fuck is you doing here with him, man? It don't matter what the fuck you want to do. Everybody got that fucking house. Yeah, it don't matter. Take that shit off. Don't want to take that shit off. Take all every shit off. Take that off. You give me my son. You really doing this here? What the fuck up, man? You ain't. Bro, mind your business, dog. Ain't no disco. Everything. You want to fuck with I buy you everything. Give me all that shit. Give me that weird. Take all that shit off. Danny, what's going on? I'm dead ass serious. I said something. Take that shit off. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Take that shit off. Wait. Take that shit off. Wait. So this ain't got nothing to do with you. Give me all that shit. Give me all that shit. Yo, you gotta go listen to stars. Wait, don't matter, man. Give my shit. No, you want to go on a date? You want to go on a date with another nigga? You want to ain't no question. Yo, what's going on?
Give me back my clothes. Give me back my clothes. Give me back my fucking clothes. I'm not fucking playing with you. Yo.
Excuse me.
Yo.
Oh my God. Yo.
He needs to be arrested.
Yo, Daniel, chill, man. You little soft ass nigga, man. Put this on. Hey, don't bring your ass home. I know that.
It's not coming nowhere. It's over.
Move on, man. Move on. Don't come to the house. Come on, man. She's dumped already. Move on. That ain't no safe stuff. Come on, man.
So listen, we can't have it in this system.
Give it like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm with it.
So Rob.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think that was a skit. I do think it was staged because I think I seen the guy on something, but I don't know. Well, I know I think it was staged, but I don't think the guy she was going out with knew what was going on.
Yeah, well, that was probably my first thought. But after he told her to take the clothes off, I mean, as a guy, just on GP, you got to do something more than kind of stand there and watch that whole thing.
I don't think the date knew it was staged, but I think I seen the guy who was doing it. I seen him on something. I think he does skits or something like that. So I think him and I think the girl, but of course the people at the restaurant didn't know, and I don't think the guy knew.
So let's just say, for pretend, it was staged. Would you take all your clothes off?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. That's crazy. But there was a video. I know you saw the video of the girl.
Oh yeah, that was in New York.
Now that was real.
Yeah,
that was real.
Yeah,
that was a real one. The girl caught her dude, and she had him take off all his clothes, take off his shoes. That was a real one. That wasn't staged, but I think this one was.
Melvin Jacobs said she was popping though. That's all you got out of this whole video.
Somebody said, Rob, the grown man stand by and record all the time, which is true. But the date, like say, okay, real men out there, you out on a date with somebody and this happened. Would you stand by and let this brother humiliate your date in that way, even if y'all wasn't together?
No, like I said, even on GP, like I couldn't be on. Well, it wouldn't even have to be on video. I could never allow somebody that I'm out with to be disrespected in that way. Right. Now, I will also say I'm not going to get into an altercation with another dude about a young lady if she's not my wife. Right. Because there needs to be commitment and some legal binding documentation.
So if you was out with a female and she wasn't your wife and somebody came and did that, you would let it go down?
No. I just said in the beginning, I would never allow anything like that to happen to a female that I was with, even if we were besties. She was a girlfriend. I just said I'm not about to get out here and start fighting unless this is my wife. That's what I said. So I'm not going to let anybody disrespect anybody that I'm with.
So he disrespecting, you stand up, he start fighting you. What you gonna do? You gonna run away? You gonna walk away? What you gonna do?
I'm good with the right and the left. I'm not.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you act like he was scared. Like I'm not going to fight for nobody who ain't my wife.
I never said I'm scared. I just said I'm not.
Want to make sure.
I'm not about to have my ass in no physical altercation for somebody that ain't my wife.
Okay, I can dig it.
Put that in the chat. The hell out of here.
I was making sure because I was making sure you wasn't backtracking and double talking and all that.
Somewhere with that foolishness.
I'm just saying. I want to make sure you ain't backtracking and double talking and all that. I'll stand up, but you know I ain't finna fight nobody.
I said in the beginning, sister girl will not be disrespected in my presence.
Somebody said you were scared.
Now, well, I don't care who said that, but I'm not fighting unless it's my wife. Period. Okay.
That's what's up. So I want to bring on Mr. Charles. I want to get him engaged in the conversation because we were talking about it in the green room, and I thought he had some pretty prolific things to say about what's going on, and just getting another brother's perspective, because I know, Rob, you definitely have a great perspective on things. I love to listen to you speak. I love to listen to how you think and how you represent the brothers. I love throwing you under the bus sometimes. I love when all the women gang up on you and beat up on you.
That's sure do, man. You keep my DMs full.
Yes, I love it. I love it. But I also want to get another brother perspective because you guys, I want to see how all you guys think. So let's bring Brother Charles on and let's talk about it. What say ye, Brother Charles? What do you think about this whole Derrick Jaxn situation? What do you think?
Well, first of all, I want to say I think what I hear Rob saying, and I'd agree with it, is that I'm not going to throw the first punch. So I completely.
You look crazy out there.
Y'all scary.
No. First of all, she living at the house, right? So she on loan right now, literally. Mm-hmm. So I'm not about to catch a charge for some chick that's living with another dude. Like, that doesn't make sense.
You ain't gonna throw the first punch, y'all. Okay, scary gentlemen.
Yeah, no, it's not that. Like I'm gonna go probably put my jacket around the sis and try to walk her out the situation. I'm gonna try to tell brother calm down and try to remove her from the situation.
And say F you.
I ain't really paying attention to him. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about me.
Okay.
But if it comes to a point where he gets a little too aggressive, you know what I mean? He starts getting a little too much, then, it's going to be turned into a situation. It's not really about trying to be out there and being, Superman. At the same time, you want to protect your sis always. Mm-hmm. And you want to protect yourself. You don't know what he got. You don't know what his intentions are. You don't know how much he's really into him or nothing like that. All that can go left real quick. So, you try to make sure that you cover the sis, but you take care of yourself. And you kind of remove yourself from that situation and hope for the best. If you get a little too rowdy, then you got to, put him in his place and then just walk away from that.
Okay. Y'all sound scary. So, okay, let's talk about Derrick Jaxn.
So here's what I say about the situation, just looking at, because I hadn't seen that second video of the lady, of his wife until you just showed it. But this is the part that stuck with me, being very serious about it, is that we just got to be mindful as men how we put our sisters in those type of situations, because she does look silly, and really it was a self-check for me, like, just be careful. You know what I mean? Like, don't be stupid, because that kind of thing the way it just looks really, really bad. It looks really, really bad. And it made me feel a way, one, not necessarily about the whole situation. I don't have a whole lot to say about that, but just about how he got her caught up in this situation, looking the way that she does and trying to fight for him in a way that she shouldn't even have to be doing, really. And the fact that he's allowing this to continue says a lot. You put your queen in the situation, you messed up. Good, bad, wrong, right, indifferent, whatever. But the reality is that, now you got the world judging her instead of judging you. And that's a bit of a problem for me.
Right.
And in addition to that, just looking at it from a man's perspective, me looking at this sister that a man put in this position, it's just like, wow. And it just makes me think a little bit harder about even some of the decisions that I make personally, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you got to be real careful about the things that you do. Mm-hmm. And the positions that you put people in, because you don't want them out there looking like that.
Right.
Even if you say you love them and all that other kind of stuff, then you don't really want to do that. So that's just my thought.
I think you're doing something that Derrick Jaxn had not done, and that's take accountability. And he's so busy blaming everybody else that was so bizarre to me, that he couldn't even see how he made his wife look. And then to have her go out there the next day looking crazy. Two, they really should have just stepped back, went home, had some quiet time, taken a sabbatical, and just left it alone, and then come back out later.
Yeah.
But that's not his brand, though. I mean, part of his brand is to sensationalize, you know, what's happening out there. I mean, there's no publicity like bad publicity. Any publicity for a cat like that, he needs it. And if we're going to claim him and label him as a narcissist, then he's doing exactly what a narcissist would do.
Exactly.
Look at what happened at the last 4 years and in the highest office of the land. This joker spent more talking about the crowds than he did about his actual policy, which he was put in office to actually implement and to execute. So narcissists are all about themselves and making themselves look good at all costs. Right?
So he couldn't even help himself. He couldn't even help himself going out there and being out in the limelight and continuing to talk. He couldn't help himself because he's so caught up in himself that he just had to do it. And so he had nobody really, probably nobody to check him, you know, to bring him back down, to stop him from being himself. And I
don't know necessarily that was his mission at this point. You know, you got to kind of look at, and even what Rob is talking about to some extent, like he's getting a lot of play out of this, you know, so a lot of people know his name that didn't know his name before. And I had seen a couple of his little videos and everything like that before. And I was like, whatever, you know, but now he's top of the news charts, you know what I mean? So he's everywhere. So it's just like, why not feed into it just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more? A wise publicist would have said, sit down for 2 weeks, it'll blow over, come back home strong, you know, make your apology. And after that, die down for a few weeks and come back and you're good. But, you know, he's playing into it. And I think that part is intentional, right? I think after that first apology and he saw kind of what the numbers were and everybody's talking about him on the blogs and in the vlogs and everywhere, he's, you know, now he's like, okay, I need this. You know, because that's not stopping his YouTubes from going up. He's still getting paid from YouTube.
Yeah, he's monetized from YouTube, that's for sure. But is all publicity good publicity? I mean, is there a such thing, or
for a cat like that? Yes, for a cat like that, absolutely.
When you're a narcissist, all publicity is good publicity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he could definitely pivot.
You're talking about my 3 favorite people in the world: me, myself, and I. Absolutely.
Yeah. What were you saying, Charles?
I say he can definitely pivot. He'll probably pivot into another lane, and then this won't even be relevant anymore. He won't be a relationship coach. He'll be something else that's way more relevant to his brand. He might be a fitness coach. He might be something else. You never know. So
dude got the gift of gab. You know that, right? So he's like some of them cunning pastors, some of the people who are out there on the circuits, on, you know, the speakers. He's that dude. He's very good with the nouns and the verbs, like Rob says. So he's very charismatic. But with the internet, social media, the cancel culture is very real. And I don't know if there's is any comeback from this. I really don't know. Well, there's not any comeback for this. As a relationship expert, there's no coming back from this. He ain't coming back as a relationship expert.
He won't come back as that. You know, they're not going to forgive him. You know, once you, it's like upsetting the beehive. You know, it's like once you go there, it's like it's not coming back in that lane no more. Like you still might be whatever you're going to be to the world, but you know, you just have to show up different to the world. So
what did you say, Rob? You said what? We wrong?
I said both of y'all are wrong. I mean, this dude, see, I told you this before. Black people are some of the most forgiving people on the face of the planet. We re-elected a mayor caught smoking crack in Washington, D.C. So you can't tell me that you can't do the same thing more than once and still receive the blessing from folks. There will always be a follower. And I hate to name names, but there's a mega pastor that I can think of right now. Told the whole world that his wife coochie stank, but they still married. He still got a mega ministry. And he's still got followers and support. Facts.
But you know, to your point, what you did say is true. And him coming back, obviously he don't care about his wife, and he got more views. So YouTube paid him more money for him coming back out. So that makes sense as a businessman, because he better get all the views that he can get right now, because baby, soon enough it's going away. So he better do that. He better stack his coins, because I really don't believe that he's going to be able to sell them books like he thinks he's going to be able to sell them books.
I don't think it's going to be the books, but I definitely think he's gonna have, you know, because you got to think about if people were really canceling him at this point, he would have been canceled, right? Like he wouldn't be a hot topic. He would just be, it's a done deal with him. And we talk about how they did Chrisette Michelle. Like, we weren't talking about her after a certain point. She just got dropped from the roles, right? So, and it just was what it was. Her name was no longer mentioned amongst the Black people. So now with him, you know, these sisters out here, they angry, they going after him, but he's getting love from it.
But look at this comment right here, because I think it's so poignant. Are we really going to pretend like we don't know there are women right now thinking they better than his wife and trying to get at him? That is the truth.
Yeah.
Because you think about them men on death row. You think about them men that have raped women and went to prison. They get more women trying to be pen pals. You think about Charles Manson. You think about all those crazy Ted Bundy, all those women who went after those killers, those narcissists that are sitting in prison. So I hadn't even considered that. But yeah, there are women out there right now who think that they are better than this man's wife and trying to get at him. He probably getting all kind of DMs and coochie play at this point. Yeah. And that's a shame. That's a shame because there's some scandalous women out there.
Yeah. Here's the way it works. So some ladies are looking for a come up, right? You want to be connected to men too. They want to be connected to the next hot topic, right? It's like being a Dallas Cowboy fan. I said it. And they don't really have talent, but they have the star on their helmet. So people try to get with the team, even if they losing like hell, refusing to play their Black quarterback millions of dollars. Y'all still support that team because y'all looking for just to identify with a perceived star. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my friends Stay and Wallace Hall. I hate to put y'all out like that, but I'm just trying to make a point.
Wallace said, "Really, bro?"
Yeah, really.
No, but so I want to know from the audience. So since you guys are talking about he's gonna come back, Charles says he's gonna come back as something else. He's gonna pivot. Rob says he's just gonna sell more books. I want to ask you guys, what do you think? Do you think that he's going to be able to recover from this? Do you think? Put it in the chat box. Is he going to be able to recover from this? And if he's going to be able to recover from this, what is he going to pivot and do? Is he going to do the same thing? Is he still going to be a relationship guru? Or is he going to pivot to something else? Charles mentioned fitness. Somebody in the chat box said he was going to team up with Tyler Perry and come out with a Tyler Perry movie. What do you think is next for Derrick Jaxn?
So let me while you got
John Bracken said he's coming back as a preacher.
Yeah, he probably should. Listen, John, I'm with you on that. Amen, brother. I got 3 words for you. Y'all ready? Aura Kelly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 play. R. Kelly's music is fire. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I can sing along to just about every one of his songs. R. Kelly, I watched his video when he came on with Gail. So y'all mean to tell me if Gail, Oprah, Barbara Walters have an exclusive interview with this joker, y'all mean to tell me, as much as y'all say y'all over his ass, y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't gonna watch the interview? If he goes on The View, y'all ain't gonna watch the interview?
No, the real question is, are we still gonna step in the name of love when we out at the club?
All y'all asses stepping in the name of love. At home, y'all virtually doing it. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what the 3 words are. Is aura 2 words?
Aura Kelly.
Something is wrong with you, Robert.
Okay, so who I'm talking about.
So, but R. Kelly is still canceled. R. Kelly is still canceled.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so did you delete him out of your iTunes, your iPod?
I mean,
you still got his stuff on. I bet you. Pick your phone right now.
Well, I don't think
they're in iTunes, and I'll bet you find R. Kelly there.
I don't think they're playing him on iTunes. I think that they removed him from his streaming.
Well, the only way you know that is if he was looking to get some R. Kelly music.
I'm just saying that I still have some R. Kelly in my playlist.
You do. Absolutely.
That doesn't have it. I wouldn't. Well, I'm not saying what I wouldn't do because R. Kelly, I don't know, but it's different. We are too forgiving, as we should be, right? Because no one is defined by the sum of their mistakes. That does not define a person's character. It doesn't. But I think these 2 displays, just him putting himself out there, and then the follow-up video. This is indicative of this brother's character, that he's a narcissist. And his narcissist showed up and it showed out over the last several days. And I didn't even see the reaction video. I couldn't even find that on his page. I saw it on Kev on Stage. So I don't know if he removed it because maybe somebody told him he looked crazy. But this, I think, again, you're not the sum total of your mistakes, but those two, it did show his character a lot. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I agree with you. I mean, you know, if we all, everybody included who's making comments, and not, if there were cameras following you around 24/7 over all the years of my life, even after I turned 21, I would be shamed, embarrassed, and you wouldn't even want to talk to my nasty, filthy, greasy behind. Okay, so let's put that out there. Number one, there's not one of us who doesn't have an embarrassing moment that we would like for nobody to know about. But with that being said, even in the midst of his mess, he still has a lane that he can be in. Because cats like Howard Stern used to say the most provocative, boys and girls, this is a non-melanated man who used to be a shock jock, as they call him. He has millions of followers, and he said the most outlandish stuff every single morning. And he got picked up after station after station after station until he was syndicated. He's now one of the hosts on one of those talent shows. So Derrick Jaxn still he got more than 9 lives after this foolishness he did. The only thing that I would just tell him right now is just sit down somewhere.
Let me ask you guys a question, because one of the things that happens a lot in our culture is that Black people, when we make a mistake, we are crucified. Compare Bill Cosby to Harvey Weinstein, or Woody. What's the guy who married
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. When Black people do things, we get crucified. We'll go to jail. We can't do the same thing as a white person does it. So it's one thing that we're criticized by others, but we will jump on the bandwagon and we will destroy ourselves. Do you think we don't give our brothers and sisters a pass when they make mistakes?
Go ahead, Charles.
No, go ahead.
No, I'll just say it's easy to point fingers at people, right? One of the things that we do as a society is we pick out the flaws real easy. If your shoes ain't right, your nail polish ain't right, your lipstick or your mascara is running, we will easily pick out the flaws that happen within your life, in your ministry, on your messaging, on your platform. So that's the easy part. That's going to happen no matter what. That's a part of being a celebrity, right? You're going to have millions that love you and millions that hate you, but all of them are watching. So I forgot your question. And the point that
what I was saying is do you think that we're harsher, that the society in general is harsher?
No, I don't think we're harsh enough, because again, like I said,
on our own people. Do you think we're because a white person can do the same thing?
I think that we should have more unity, but yes, it's a shame that we vilify each other publicly the way that we do. But I think there needs to be some level of accountability when you do wrong, because if we don't govern ourselves, if we don't check ourselves, if we don't hold ourselves accountable, then that will open the floodgates for other fools out there to continue doing stuff that they're doing to us right now.
Yeah. What do you think, Charles?
Yeah, I think that we go after it a little too hard sometimes as a culture. And it's not just us though, it's everybody who kind of comes after us. And so when stuff happens with us, it's the big thing, right? But when it happens to others, they do get more of a pass. So yeah, I'm kind of with Rob on that one a little bit. I think that there needs to be a level of accountability. I think that level of accountability needs to happen in-house though, and not necessarily for the world to see. I think that's where I have a problem with it. So when stuff like that happens, let's talk about it amongst ourselves if we can. I don't know how stuff like this you can really talk about kind of privately, but to make a public blunder of it is definitely not the way to go.
How do we be on code with something like this? So how can we as a community say, because we definitely want to hold people accountable for what they do, but how do we do that and then protect them, or not allow them to get hit as hard as not That's hard
And
on
that's
white.
the thing. Like in this situation, I think it's more Black people talking about it than it is white people. I think white people don't really care about this situation too much. I think because he's not big enough, you know. So, but I think if you're talking about like the Bills, Cosby's and stuff like that, we need to be a little bit more analytical about that and talk about that in house and deal with it, and then, you know, present it as how we present it. I think that's where it comes into play at. But in this situation, you know, and then the second part with this situation is that, you know, he just stick to the code, you know, so it's kind of like you put yourself out there on an island, brother, and then, you know, you cut yourself. So now you gotta live with your wounds. So that's kind of how that works.
Yeah, we don't put as much on other people as we do on ourselves. And maybe we just don't pay attention to other people. And that's why maybe we just are just so consumed with our own community, our own culture, that we don't notice what other people are doing. I don't know. But I know the mainstream media, you know, if we do something, just like, you know, when they say when white America sneezes, Black people get the flu, or we get a cold or whatever. I mean, it's just always so much, you know, always 10x when it comes to us. And that's across the board. And so how do we change the narrative? I don't know if we can in situations like this, because, you know, we, at the end of the day, we like to joke and have fun, but we also like to talk about, well, what's the solution? What's the resolution? How can we be better because of it? What's the lesson? And that's what I want to end off trying to figure out. What is the lesson in all of this? How can we be better because of this? What can we learn from it?
Well, I think brothers need to tell their brother, just, you know, hey, bro, just let this pass over. Like, you said what you said, you did what you did. You can't fix it. You can't go back and change it. So, you know, now it's time to be quiet, sit down, let it rest for a minute. Think about what you did. Think about how it impacted the other people around you, and reflect on that. And then when you come back, if you're going to talk about anything, talk about that. You know, don't talk about, let's get away from the narcissistic behaviors and everything else. Let's deal with the reality and the issues. You know, and if you're going to write a book on that, you know.
Can a narcissist change his stripes though? Is that built in? Can a narcissist change? That's another question I got. Can a narcissist actually change?
I think when you got $1 million brand, you could change a lot. You know, I think that money will make you talk different, because he talks different now. And it was funny watching him talk before all of this stuff came out, and then when he was with his wife, listening to him talk. Listening to how he enunciates, the confidence in his voice wasn't there, right? And then when he went back into that car, you know, he had the baby seat in the back.
The baby seat in the back.
He don't never had a baby seat in the back. Like, right. we do the whole new thing now, right? And even then, though, so it's just, you know, I think, but those are the type of situations where we got to sit each other down and be like, you know, somebody who's wiser, who's been through this before, who's you know, can sit him down and say, hey, look, man, listen. You know, you're going about this the wrong way, brother. Let me help you. You know, and the same thing for his queen, for his wife. You know, hey, sis, I know you want to stand by your man, but the way you're going about it is it's not healthy for you, right? And so, and that's how we can deal with it internally. We don't, you know, we can keep people from speaking out publicly about stuff that they should keep private sometimes, and when it does get public, we can help them to manage it a little bit differently if we deal with them internally and not put everything out for the world to see and for the world to judge, and then, you know, it'd be that.
What do you think, Rob? What do you think the learning is from this?
I think it's harder to change a man than it is to educate a boy. So what we can do at this moment right now is don't waste your time trying to talk to this moron. He is a genius, if you ask me, with his branding and the mere fact that he's making sure that his name is on everybody's lips. It's going to benefit him financially. Wife too, unfortunately. For how that pans out socially and how they reinsert themselves into normal society, I don't know. But for those of you who do have young men, young women, this is the time you have the real serious conversation, and you talk to them and say that this is the look that you don't want to have. This is the position you don't want to be in. This is the path that you don't want to go down it. And have those honest conversations about what fidelity is. What are the results of being in an infidel situation? What relationships are, what commitment is, how to stand up for your queen, how to present yourself in a public space. So I'm not really sure about the teachable moment for Mr. Jaxn, because again, like I said, he's monetizing and capitalizing on this situation. But that grown man is sitting in the car next to you, young ladies, and or the dude that's laying next to you. I don't know that you can change his mind or his opinion, but you can start with the next generation, because that is what you want to impact and give them as much value and knowledge as possible so that they don't repeat this foolishness again.
So I want to tell you, just for the ladies out here, I want you to know that there are traits of a narcissist. Okay. So I'm going to just tell you really quick before we head out, what are 9 traits of a narcissist? Okay. Grandiosity, self-importance. It's an exaggerated sense of self-importance, feeling superior to others, and that one deserves special treatment. Number 2, excessive need for admiration. Sound familiar? Must be the center of attention, often monopolizes conversations. Patient feels slighted, mistreated, depleted, enraged when ignored. Number 3, superficial and exploitative relationships. The relationships are based on surface attributes and not on the unique quality of others. Number 4, the lack of empathy. They are severely limited or totally lacking ability to care about the emotional needs or experience of others, even loved ones. Number 5, identity disturbance. Sense of self is highly superficial, extremely rigid, and often fragile. Number 6, difficulty with attachment and dependency. They rely on feedback from the environment. And number 7, chronic feelings of emptiness and boredom. When attention and praise are not available, patients feel empty, bored, depressed, or restless. Number 8, vulnerability to life transitions, difficulty maintaining reality-based personal and professional goals. And then number 9, narcissist personality disorders, also significant risk factor for suicide and suicide attempts. But ladies, if you're in a relationship, and there are narcissistic females too. So if you women, if you've seen any of these signs, the chances are you are in a relationship with a narcissist, and there is help. They can get psychological help from a therapist, a psychotherapist. So there is help for them, but just know, and unless they get help, you can't change them. There's nothing that you can do. So when you start seeing these signs, you cannot change a narcissist. You need to get out. You understand me? So I wanted to put that out there, you guys. You guys got anything else before we get on out of here?
No, you went through all 9. I couldn't keep up with you with your fast talking self. I mean, damn.
I was trying to get it through.
You need to do a whole show on narcissism. I mean, those sounded like they were fire, but I couldn't keep up with you on all the facts. But truth be told, I'm glad that we're having the opportunity to have this dialogue. For those of you who have commented in the feed, for those of you who have gave your opinions, I mean, it matters, right? Because having the dialogue and having a release and having a platform where you can come and talk about it, hang out with your girl, Constance Carter, hang out with your man, Rob, on the job, and see Murder over there, my man. I'm glad we got the Scully on.
I'm going to say I was telling my one of my favorite people in the back, one of my best friends, that the people were way more accepting of my do-rag than they were the bonnet.
Listen, y'all, I do a Q&A every Tuesday at 5 Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern time on Constance Carter VIP in conjunction with Mr. Boyce Watkins. Rob on the job is going to join me one day. I want you guys to go and subscribe. The first month is free. It's only like $59 a month. It's free. And guess what? I coach, and I charge $2,000 a month to coach. But this, you get to do Q&As with me, with Rob. Sometimes Charles is going to come too, if you want to talk to him on Constance Carter VIP. So I want to make sure that you guys sign up. And we're doing this boot camp, y'all. So I don't know if you guys know, if you only tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you probably think that Rob and I just talk about relationships, Black love, and stuff like that. But actually, we're both business professionals. We both coach. We both have businesses. We both are speakers. We speak all over the world. And one of the things that we've put together is a Mind Your Biz business boot camp, where we're teaching entrepreneurs how to up-level their business and create 6 and 7 and 8 figure businesses. All right. So to learn more about it, go to mindyourbizbootcamp.com. Then, y'all, Robert, you want to tell them about we having a retreat Costa Rica. Transformational. Tell them, Rob.
We are having a retreat in Costa Rica. Be there.
This dope ass mansion that we're gonna be at. Y'all get your passports because it's about to go down in Costa Rica in June. Go to weekend2wealth.com and register because it's going to be life-changing and transformational, and we're excited about it. So thank you again for tuning in, my friend. You'll see us again on Tuesday, on Thursday. We are here every night. I'm here every night, 5 days a week. But Rob always joins me on Tuesdays and Thursdays so we can talk about Black love.
Most fire on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Come back again to see your boy Rob on the job, hanging out with the lovely Constance Carter and C Murder.
We love you. Make sure you share this video, share it out, and make sure you're hitting the thumbs up and heart. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, heart it. Give us a lot of hearts. Heart. Right now.